Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're back at it here. I put together this brand new deck. It's got the Goblin Giant. It also has the Goblin Hut. Really solid overall. I'm going to go with the E-Spirit here. It looks like it's going to be RG. Seeing E-Spirit and Hunter automatically makes me think it's going to be RG. So anytime that happens, that's my initial thought until proven otherwise. So we're going to just play for it as if that's the case. He might be back to Hunter, but he also has Fisherman that we have to be aware of. I'm gonna go for something like the Giant Snowball here. We don't pull the, we don't push away the Fisherman, but we're able to push out the Hunter. He still only was able to give up one hit, which is pretty impressive there. I'm just gonna go for something like this. Go for the Hunter here, or go for the Executioner and take out that, hopefully. Take out that Fisherman first. So we're going to take a decent amount of damage here, but shouldn't be too bad here going up against RG. So the Goblin Hut's going to be pretty important here because we want that to get as much damage as possible by spawning all the Spear Goblins. So we'll see if we can make that happen here. I'm going to just slow roll the recruits in the back. I think that's going to be the move here. And honestly, the Evo recruits have been nerfed so much that it doesn't even make sense. The recruits by itself probably makes sense, but you know, the Evo recruits not so much anymore, unfortunately. Let's do this though. I'm just gonna go for Giant Snowball here. And yeah, he might snare it in time, but that's totally fine. We still have a recruit that's gonna get tanked for, so that's pretty nice. So essentially, I'm just going to try and leave this other side. I'm not going to mind it too much. I'm going to go for the E-Spirit here. Go for that Goblin Hut. And the Hunter will get taken out, which is nice. We're going to go for the recruits next. Obviously, we have the Evil Executioner, which will be helpful on on defense first. See what he has here for us. I'm just going to go Giant Snowball. Should be able to push that over. We have the Evil Bomber walking up. We need a couple throws would be nice. He was able to activate King Tower off of that, but I'm going to, again, ignore that left side or that right side. So I'm going to do this here. We should get a few Spear Goblins. That's going to help us out. Or force out Log even. That would be even better. But overall, should be pretty solid offense here. So we're going to go for Giant Snowball if we need to. I'm going to go for the Earthquake just to cycle. Go for the E-Spirit. I'm going to go for the Bomber just to buy our Goblin Giant some time. And that right there is good game, well played. Even though things got a little bit sus there, that's how you're going to play against Evil RG. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. Alright, next match here. Let's keep things going. And we can start out with the Goblin Hut. Would be perfect to defend this. Obviously, the Spear Goblins that spawn are going to get taken out. But a 4-for-2 trade is not great, but we'll get something going here. Our opponents also got the Goblin Hut, and we don't have Earthquake, which is not great because we want to cycle that together. Bomber will clean that up for sure. Let's go with the recruits. I think the move might be to actually just play it. Damage down that Ice Wizard. And this is an interesting one. I think maybe it's Minor Control. Oh, he's got a bunch of bait though, so it could be bait. I'm gonna go Giant Snowball here, clean that up. I'm gonna go Bomber on this side. Help clean up some of those Spear Goblins. Alright, we'll just let that be for now. I think he has Rocket if I had to guess. So I don't want to go with the Executioner in the back. Typically, I think they run a heavier spell. If not poison, if not rocket, it'd be poison or something. So I'm gonna get Executioner going here because that Spear Goblin should pop up in the front. Yeah, that should be nice. We're gonna go with the Earthquake here as well. And we're gonna get the E-Spirit going here. And that should be pretty solid. We're gonna get a decent amount of damage actually. Executioner, I want one axe throw, and that's a perfect amount of damage right there. Because of that axe throw, really nice. Pushing us back into the lead here. We're gonna go for something like this. We'll go Giant Snowball. It needs to come out now. So we don't take the full brunt of it, but we took a lot of damage. So that really sucked there. But now in double elixir should benefit us entirely. Now let's get this going. I'm going to ignore that side. I'm going to go with the evil bomber here. Oh, I really wish I had played that better. Okay, earthquake's going to clean that up. We're still going to be able to get onto tower because the knight's not going to be able to do enough by itself. I'm going to go with the giant snowball here. Kind of clean that up. And, oh yeah, he's got lightning. So we're going to go for the goblin hut. So that's where I wanted to be cautious with my placement on the executioner. So we're going to go for recruits here in the back. This is getting really, really close here. I'm going to go bomber here because I think it's going to be important to cycle that. We're going to go with earthquake. I'm going to get a goblin giant going now. He's going to clean up a lot of that stuff. Yeah, he's going for minor. But I'm going to go for a giant snowball. Hopefully buy us an extra hit or so. I think we might have gotten an executioner throw, which is going to be really nice. We get a lot of spear goblins on that tower as well. Executioner is still alive. And we just need one more spear throw, and that right there is good game. Well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here. Keeping things rolling. We'll drop him some good luck. And our opponent's rocking Cannoneer Tower. So that's going to be an interesting one. I'm just going to go ahead and go with Earthquake. Get some easy early chip damage. Kind of an interesting situation here. I think this is going to just be like Evil Witch spam, which I've seen a few times, and this is one of those decks I was talking about earlier, where it's just absolutely wild. I'm just going to go Bomber here because I know exactly what he was trying to do, but I don't think he pulled it off anyways. I'm going to get Goblin Giant rolling here. Oh, this might actually be Earthquake, so it's, or I mean, Graveyard. Yeah, seeing all of that stuff definitely make me think Graveyard. We'll go with the Giant Snowball, hopefully push that down the other lane afterwards, which would be great. We'll go with the Goblin Hut after as well. So we have a decent amount of damage on that right side now. But he's, you know, protecting his knight, which seems kind of interesting. Oh, wow. Okay, that was kind of surprising. I wasn't expecting that much damage because maybe it switched targets in between. That's really unfortunate. Between skeletons, it just switched targets onto the knight. So that worked out for him. Didn't work out as well for us. But this will be very challenging. I'm going to go 4 recruits on this side here. And we gave up our Graveyard, which means, or our Earthquake, which means this will be a little more challenging to defend. I know he's got that. I'm going to go Goblin Giant here and try to keep the split lane pressure going. We will have Executioner for this, which is going to help big time, but that Ice Wizard is putting in mad work right now. Executioner is going to do a good job against that Witch as well, so we should be able to clean that up. We'll go with the Goblin Hut here, and we'll go with the E-Spirit afterwards, just letting things kind of build up. Then we'll go with the Earthquake here. This should be fine. I'm going to go for the recruits here. So we're taking damage on both sides, which is fine. See how he wants to play this. If he plays Ice Wizard in the middle, that's how I would do it. Yeah. And then we're going to go for something like the Evil Bomber here. I was really hoping he would play something in the middle because that would help out big time. Giant Snowball here. I'm going to go ahead with an Earthquake. Try to damage down that Ice Wizard. That Ice Wizard is absolutely key to his defense. Now we need to find a way to defend this efficiently. Yeah, this will be interesting for sure. Executioner is going to clean up a lot of that, but how much, I don't quite know. I'm going to go with the Giant Snowball here, push that back. We are in a really close match here. Baby Dragon will get taken out. So we need one massive push, but our opponent's going in for another push already. So let's go with the recruits here. We need to find a way to survive this. I'm just going to hang on to my Earthquake. I thought, yeah, I second guessed that, which maybe is a good thing. I'm going to do this here, and then I'm just going to wait. Then I'll go with the Earthquake. Maybe a bit overkill. I'm going to go with the Giant Snowball as well. That's going to be a problem because we are targeting the Baby Dragon. Hopefully with that, we're able to clean up the Witch, which would be nice. We're going to get Earthquake going now. This is getting really close. Our opponent's going to start trying to spell cycle us, which I don't know if I agree with that. I'm going to go with the evil bomber here. Oh, wow. Really, really nice prediction on his part, if that was a prediction. We do get one hit off, which is pretty nice. His baby dragon is definitely going to be a problem. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. I'm going to go with Earthquake. I don't know if I am able to damage him down enough. I'm going to go Giant Snowball here. That's going to be a really, really close one. I think he's going to get enough damage. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here. Keeping things going. It's been really crazy in League 10. Just seeing a whole bunch of different decks from Logbait to, you know, P.E.K.K.A. and Mega Knight to also, you know, RG, Siege decks, whatever it may be. Just a whole plethora of decks here. So really, really nice. I like it personally. But anyways, we're going to keep things going. Let's go with the recruits here. Yeah, one of them is probably going to get hit. I'm going to go for the E-Spirit here. I don't know if that's going to reach the Princess. It does, which is great. I was really hoping we would clean up those goblins all at once as well. But that Dark Goblin is going to be an absolute menace. If we can get one throw off, that'd be great. Doesn't look like that'll happen. So we're going to opt for just something like this here. This is going to be such a pain to deal with because we don't really have Log or Barb Barrel. So it's going to make it more challenging for sure. He's going to have a building typically. So I'm going to go for the Earthquake here. Bomber can get a hit off. That'd be great. We have some Spear Goblins alive still, and they'll get a few Spear throws off. Pretty solid. For Princess, I have Goblin Hut. So if he chooses to do that, we can definitely just drop the Goblin Hut here. I'm still waiting and waiting for that Princess at the bridge. Alright, we'll just go Goblin Hut up here then. That should be good enough for us right now. We'll get a few Spear Goblins going. I'm going to ignore that left or that right side, to be honest. And again, I'm just going to go with the recruits and see if we can maybe get a knight or something in the middle. Of course, he's going to go with that, making it really difficult. I don't think it makes sense so much to do that. I'm just going to hang on to my Giant Snowball, obviously. I have Executioner ready. That should be able to one-shot that, which is going to be really nice. I played that really early there. Mistake on my part. But we don't have enough of a counter push to warrant, you know, pushing again. So let's go with the Goblin Hut here. Should be able to clean that up. We're going to go with the recruits here. He doesn't have a big spell. I think typically they only have log or arrows. So that's something that would be good to keep in mind. Bomber here for that Princess. And then we can probably go with an Earthquake. I'm going to just go Giant Snowball here just to clean that up. I really don't want to deal with that Evil Dark Goblin. So obviously one of the weaknesses of this deck, you don't have a great way to deal with Logbait. Anyways, we're going to keep things going here. Let's go with the recruits in the back. We'll slowly chip out our opponent here, I think. We'll go Bomber here. I'm totally fine taking damage on that other side. That's definitely a mistake on our opponent's end. Let's go E-Spirit here. Executioner should do a great job on that. And we have Earthquake, so where's that Inferno Tower? We're going to drop that right there. Perfect. That should stay alive. We should take out that Princess. We have Executioner and we have the Goblin Giant and the Spear Goblins on tower, which is going to be beautiful. We're going to go with the Evil Bomber here. Should be really solid on defense, cleaning all of that stuff up. So we're able to just prevent all damage from that Goblin Barrel. So really nice. See if he's going to go for King Tower. He doesn't, which is interesting. Let's go Goblin Giant here. I'm going to get this Earthquake going. And we should be able to take that out. His defense seems to be pretty thin besides that. We have a perfectly timed Giant Snowball, allowing our Goblin Giant and the Spear Goblins onto tower. Good game, well played, beating Logbait without needing Log, Barb Barrel, or even Arrow. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.